Okay. All right. So, what exactly do you want to look at? Do you want to look at only the mid game? Or do you want?
I mean, you can just go quickly through the early game. You can see there's like no kills until 10 minutes, which is very weird. So I feel like I also missed some opportunities here of roams. Um, yeah, I would say we can also look at this because I want to know like what to do in lane, like kind of
Okay.
when to roam and stuff.
Yeah.
Considering I know for some mages, right, or some champions in mid, for example, I would play, let's say, Orianna or something. You can just kind of lay back and you don't have to do much in your laning phase as long as you get out of the laning phase. That's fine. For Akshan, I
Yeah.
feel like you have to actually do something to win. You know,
I mean,
you cannot just stand back.
to be completely honest, like mages as well. Like everyone needs to be kind of winning the lane. Because if you're not winning the lane and your teammate are losing, like you have no chance of winning the game, right?
Yeah.
So even as mages, you kind of want to get an advantage at some point. It can be
Okay.
just a CS advantage, right? It doesn't need to be kill.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I think what I mean is that um, I don't know. I don't even know what I want to say. Like kind of. I feel like waiting for my teammates for the enemies to make a mistake so I can collapse on it with Akshan doesn't have the same yield as with like for example Oriana or Ari or something, right? So I feel like I have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
roam here or do that because
yeah, I see what you mean. Like, Action has a very strong early game, and you want to take advantage of it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise, like why just play it?
I see. Right. So, how do you want to play this laning phase?
I actually don't know this matchup at all. Uh, I thought it's a bad matchup, but I feel like I want to kind of shove to some extent and kind of roam or help my jungler if I can,
Okay.
and otherwise just yeah.
Well, I guess like first of all is if you're not sure about how to play a matchup, you can just like look a challenger replay of this matchup, right?
Yeah,
Did you do
definitely.
that?
For this one, no, it's the first time I play against Akali actually.
Okay, and do you want to do
So,
that?
yeah, I mean, I do that with most, but I feel like also on this turn, I actually have this question because, for example, I look at Malzahar. I didn't know how to play him at first, and I
Mm-hmm.
looked at the replay and like just skipping through the first 10 minutes, just every 5 seconds, they don't interact at all. He just kind of I never see them in the same lane. Like they just shove and then go somewhere else.
Okay.
But I feel like in my games I interact way more with my opponent, so I don't know about that one.
Okay, let's see. So let's try this game. Okay, so first of all, he plays Ignite. I kind of disagree, but I mean, I guess he's a challenger, so I don't really have my say.
To be honest, I really like TP just for macro plays.
Yeah, I do as
So
well. Okay, so first of all, you can see that he's very aggressive on his laning compared to you. So, like for example, he's like auto attacking way more the CS, right? And he's not letting her move forward. Like he would have queued, and he started Q, right? He would have
I
queued
start you.
earlier. Yep, and he
Okay.
started Q,
Okay.
right? And that made him so he could like be more pressuring while getting the CS still, because he could like Q the CS and use his auto attack on her, right?
Okay.
So he's like way more aggressive, and he has like full control at this point, right? And it's you see like it's very hard for her to get a CS without getting damage.
Yeah.
Like he's blasting her, right? Like if you look at your
Okay.
gameplay, you still didn't put a single auto, and you're not pushing the wave, and she had like the 4 for CS. She is like very low already.
Okay.
Okay, let's look at the second replay. So this guy took TP, and same thing. He's positioning very aggressive, started Q, and is like very aggressive on and not letting her farm, right?
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
this seems very consistent, right?
Yeah.
And this is not what you're doing. So you need to be looking to try to get the push and try to make so you don't have to use your ability ideally on the CS, And so like for example, like here you were late to lane, so that's unfortunate. Try to not be late to lane, right? Because you lose kind of kind of the control, right? But if you
Yeah.
auto like this CS because he's lower, right? You auto it twice, he's gonna die first, and then you can like put one auto here, and then if she walks forward at some point, you just like double auto Q or one auto and then move forward and then double auto and back, right?
Okay.
So that's what they did, right? That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I see that.
Like see how you're like, what are you doing here instead of here, right? Like if
Yeah.
you're here and she walks up to Q, right? Like this is like in range and you put like 3 auto and she's like already that low, right? Because your
Okay.
champion is busted.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I
Yeah,
see that I
yeah.
play too passive.
And like here, like there is no reason for you not to stand here basically. Or even here, right? Like you just need
If I stay
to.
there,
Yep.
I do have that question. So if I do that and then I auto attack the Akali, right? I'm gonna get minion aggro. What do I do then? Because I feel like if I auto her twice, I get the same damage from
Okay.
minions.
That's a very good question, and here is my answer. So if you stand here and you auto her once and then move up and auto her twice here, the CS are just gonna like move towards you. Maybe they're just gonna do one auto attack each, but then you just go back and the CS are gonna follow for you a bit and then drop aggro. And the CS are gonna be standing here, right? And then you
Okay.
can do the same thing here. You stand here, you auto attack, and then drag the CS like this. And then standing here,
Okay.
and then you can just go the same here, right?
I actually don't know how does minion aggro work? Like how do you drop it?
Well, you just run away.
But like, do you have to go out of vision, or like,
No.
when does the minion decide it's too far away to chase you? Or
Well, sometimes it's a bit random, right? So
okay,
like there is probably a specific. So I'm not good enough to know exactly how it works, but basically what you do
okay,
is just go away, and they're gonna stop following you at some point.
okay,
If for some reason they are auto attacking you for a very long time, try to just put one auto on them, and their aggro is gonna change usually.
okay,
But
okay.
it's very unlikely that they're going to chase you for very long if they are being auto attacked. Okay, so like for
Yeah, okay.
example, there is a strategy. Then when the wave meets on the very first wave, you just auto attack one CS and drag him like this, so he avoids your CS. Like your CS are gonna go like this and then go like this, because this second CS is gonna be closer, right? So this
Okay.
CS you can drag it all the way to your backline.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So if the CS is not being auto attacked, I'm kind of pretty sure that it's just gonna be following you forever.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, like you could have been way more aggressive, but that's just like you need to like see how you did one trade and obliterated her.
Yeah.
So yeah, like really, like if I were playing you, like in at your spot, I would just like stand here like a psycho.
Okay. And do you think it's more important to harass or to get CS? Like I also have this. Like
CS,
I
100%
okay
CS.
CS. Okay.
But that depends, right? Usually you don't want to do both. So, for example, if she wants to, no, that's not like. Usually, we want to get the CS, except if you getting the trade is gonna either win you the lane, so like she's gonna have to back off,
Mhm.
or she's gonna like trade on you very heavily, and so you're gonna be in a very rough spot. It really depends on the future, right? If you
Yeah.
losing one CS is gonna make her recall, sure, go for it. But if every auto that you do is making you lose a CS, you're losing the lane just by poking her.
Okay.
So that's the balance,
Okay. That makes sense.
right? But like for example, the auto that you missed here was not necessary. You choose like you Q her and
Yeah.
you auto the CS. Yep, that's good, right? But I would keep going, right?
Okay.
Okay, second wave, you want to drop a ward. So you want to drop a ward to the side your jungler is pathing to. What is your jungler doing? Okay, I guess he took this thing, so it's bugged. Okay, so your jungler is pathing top. So what you want
Yeah.
to do is just like drop a ward like here, right?
I usually drop words like What's the argument for that? Because I usually drop wards on Raptors, like almost. I try to do that every game.
Okay, so you want to drop a ward here.
Yeah, or like even further, like yeah, there where you have your mouse now, kind of.
Oh, here?
Yeah,
Okay,
somewhere there. Yeah.
alright. So I'm the Cathus, okay? I mean, Cathus is like, that's fine to do this, right? Let's say I'm Jarvan here.
Yeah.
I'm Jarvan, I'm clearing, I'm on the wolves, and then I see you do this movement, and then back. Hey,
Okay.
this guy is a free kill.
Okay.
And even if you don't, I take the thing, I finish clearing, right?
Okay.
Hey, this guy is a free kill.
Okay, makes
Because
sense.
he knows that you place the ward.
But then if I see him on the ward there, am I not just gonna play to the other side of the lane and just?
Okay? And then the question begins. I kinda. Wait, are we 228? Okay. Let's do later, because I hope you're gonna shove at some point. Okay. I mean, that's the not correct side, so I'm not happy with this. So you would be standing here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I want you at some point to be standing the other side of the lane, but that's realistically not gonna happen because you already ward. Okay. It was pretty good here. Okay, so if you're standing here, he can walk all the way to here before getting seen.
Okay.
So realistically, like, your champion can very
Get out.
easily
Yeah.
get away because like you have the grapple, right? But
Yeah.
if you're playing like Syndra
Yeah. Yeah.
and the jungler pops here and the guy is here like trying to go in on you and like you're going here, that's rough, right? Because like he can just go
Yeah.
here
I
and
see
like
that.
you're gonna be caught. So
I see.
like there is a lot of and especially if the guy has gank set up, right? It's even worse.
Okay. So where should I work? Why should I work the side that my jungler is pathing to?
Okay, if you're okay, so same thing. So like, see, I said like the guy was here, and then he would cut you here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, your jungler is here.
Okay.
Okay, that's why you want to path to you want to ward to the side of your jungler because if you ward here, you're gonna be standing here the all lane, right? I mean
And if I
this
see
side.
him, then I see him early. Okay.
And if
And
you
otherwise, I
see
just run to
and,
them.
and if you see him like this, you run like this. If you see on the ward, you just cross and go bot, right?
Okay.
And
Yeah, that
if he
makes a lot of sense.
chases you, if they both chases you, you just hard ping your jungler and he's coming and you go 2v2.
Okay. No, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Right. Alright, so I said around here. Yep, here. Right, see, like this is very obvious movement,
Yeah.
right? So like the jungler knows, or it should know, or at least the mid laner should let him know that you place this ward. This
Yeah.
ward is, I mean, how I was using this ward before like my coach told me like this is dog shit ward, I'm just not good enough to be punished by it. Is that I
Okay.
was like pushing fully, and then I was standing here trying to poke him, and I was like dropping the tower aggro, and when I drop tower aggro, I place the ward sneakily like this, right?
Okay.
But realistically, they still cannot.
Yeah.
See, and like she pinged. It
Yeah.
was very obvious. Right. I guess you can annoy him. That's fine. Oh, you flashed. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I
let's
should
see.
have been there. Yeah.
What is the pathing of this guy though? What did he do?
I think he got invaded by Vi.
Oh, that's why it was weird and I thought it was bugged. Okay, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So what you did, let's see from the enemy perspective, okay?
Yeah.
You're crushing, and then that's so insanely obvious what you're doing.
Yeah.
Now, let's say that you do this movement.
Yeah.
Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Like here, they don't know, so you're gonna go like this. Oh, careful, 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 he's going top. Be careful, he's going top. Right?
Yeah.
And your champion is also like it has like invisibility, right? So you could do
Yeah.
like
Yeah. So then.
movement like this and make it so obvious, and then just like go like this, invisible,
Yeah.
or you can even go like this, right? But you need to do this
Yeah.
faking, so the support is not like, oh wait, there is a free kill on my jungler here.
Yeah.
Because like your mid laner is gonna spam ping like crazy because he knows what you're about to do, and this guy can pass like this, like everyone can react. So you need to be concealing your movement and your intention, right? It's very obvious what you're trying to do,
No, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I see
which
that.
makes you flash then later, right? See,
Yeah.
like everyone is collapsing on you because your movement was very obvious,
Yeah.
and then like that makes the lane pretty hard, right? Because at this point you lost your flash. This is pretty hard to play the lane at this point. Like you can't be aggressive as you were before. Even if you didn't die, that's a pretty big issue.
Yeah.
Oh, that was bullshit. Nah, never mind. He did a little forward step. Never mind. I thought it just like get targeted for no reason. Never mind. Okay, and see like what happened here is since you don't have your flash, you need to play safe, which means you don't have prio on this wave, which means you couldn't be here, which means this guy is not dead while he should have been.
Yeah.
Because like realistically, Karthus against this combo, he is not getting out of life if he's like trying to contest this,
Yeah.
right?
So I lost shove there with the play, and then I lost Pry as well. So
Yep.
okay, I
So
get that.
you having to flash and then having to go all the way made you lose the prio, and then
Yeah.
she could collapse and you couldn't,
Yeah,
right?
that makes sense.
All right, you're slow pushing. I mean that's not bad, all right? But yeah, this is pretty obvious. She's going for those CS, and you're not standing in a way where you want to prevent her, right? If you're standing
Why would I?
here or here,
Yeah. Okay.
like if she goes for those CS, you can blast her with Q with auto Q, right? Or Q auto.
Yeah.
And like if you do this for every CS, like in 4 CS she's out. Right?
Yeah.
Look at the damage. Yeah, you need to crash this. Just crash this. You don't need anything else. Like if you're trying to recall, which I mean that was like what you're trying to do right here.
Yeah.
If your goal is to recall, you just need to crash this. And I
I don't
wouldn't.
remember if I. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
No, I don't remember whether what was in my mind now, but like maybe I was thinking about Drake, but I have no clue why. Because I see that I should have maybe recalled, but yeah, maybe with Drake up, I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Uh,
I don't.
and
I don't have a clue.
and also I wouldn't ward because you're about to recall, so that's like no point to ward, right? Oh, this ward is unfortunate.
I don't know why it doesn't have vision. Like what the fuck is
Okay,
that?
so you see how the wall is like this, and you place the ward
Yeah.
here.
Is it really there? Because it's like, oh, whatever. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it is. Like, see how the thing is.
Ah, okay. That's where it stops. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah. So you
okay.
need to place it here. That's unfortunate. Like it realistically, it happened once and it won't happen again. So that's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't think this wall is gonna be useful anyway, because like the guy is basically like pathing again like this, right? So like he's here in the
Mhm.
percent, right? Because he is just like mirroring your own jungler,
Yeah.
right? And he's just a bit faster because he's Karthus. But realistically, he's gonna full clear again. So this one is useless because your goal is to like basically recall, right? Except if
Mhm.
that was not your goal, but then this movement was useless, right?
Yeah.
So in my opinion, your goal was to recall, but it's not anymore. But now you want to be crashing, right? Because you want to be able to
Yeah.
help. So you don't want to be freezing. Even if freezing is better for your 1v1, mid lane is sadly not about 1v1.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's see. So, yeah, that's fine. I thought you would lose the cannon. I would be very careful about losing a cannon because it's like so insane amount of gold and XP. But you
Yeah.
didn't, so that's great. Oh, you got blasted here. Wait, your recalled. I hate this bug. What is this bug coming from? 646. I don't know. But I think like you should have bought something else. Like I think having the refillable potion is like so insanely strong, right?
Yeah, that's what I was also trying to do as much as I can.
Alright. So you're gonna recall here, and then what do you buy? Pickaxe, and you don't have enough gold. I would even
Yeah.
say the longsword is not worth it.
Yeah, maybe go for boots and refill maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Or she just lost her ult, so like the next time she uses W, you just all in her, right?
Okay.
And you need to force her to use W. So like you put yourself here, and you don't even need to move. You just wait.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you get close to kill the CS, like you move forward, try to do something. She's gonna use W. You go back off, and next time you just all in her.
Okay.
Yep, like here, as soon as it goes off, yep, you win this. She has nothing anymore, right?
Yeah.
She has no energy, nothing. Like she needs to flash here. That's unfortunate.
Actually, I think I even missed the ult, but I don't know.
Ah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going.
I think I went for the plant. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, this is an issue that you're getting pushed. Well, like there is so many things you could be doing. So like what I would do right now is either you want to play towards your jungler, which is probably the best idea, right?
Yeah.
But you could, because like this guy is killable,
Yeah.
but you could also try to look to do something bot, like a dive, something. Like
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
is
Okay.
so many things to do on the map right now that you don't want to be staying in lane. Just push and shove and do something else. Okay, here you can dive. Just dive him.
Yeah. We got no wave. I thought about that, but
I
then
mean
yeah.
that's like doesn't matter.
I didn't even know if it has R or no. Actually, I don't
No,
think.
that's fine. Like you
Maybe.
just hard ping and just commit and go, right? Because like they're
Okay.
gonna follow, and then as soon as you're gonna follow, they're gonna follow. You just like swing like this, get out of the tower range. You get like max 2 tower shot. You get like this. He doesn't have ult, and even if you thought
Yeah.
he had ult, like you at this HP against him at this HP, you win because you're level 8 and you have more damage. He has like no shield to no power to put a shield. Like he's a potato. You need to kill him.
Okay. And in this case, like he cleared the wave. What should we do? Just wait for the next wave, or
Well, you
just
kinda don't
with
want to
no
wait
wave?
for a wave because like look, at this
Yeah.
point you're losing a cannon wave and this guy is taking 2 plates. So
Okay.
you going on this wave, you cannot wait. Like if you're
Okay.
waiting, you're losing mid lane.
Yeah.
So
So just go through tower
you
without the wave.
just go through tower and hard ping and hope that this guy is gonna ult when he
Okay.
sees you go in. Or
Okay. Okay.
if you don't believe he's gonna do it, then abort.
Yeah.
You
That's very aggro. I
you
didn't even think
cannot
about that.
lose. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean
It makes sense.
the wave was under, right? What I mean is if you had spam pinged right now and just gone in, by the time he clears the wave, right? Like you could
Yeah.
have gone in here and he could have gone here, like this CS is still alive.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have abilities because he used everything on the wave. So like this guy is,
Oh yeah.
is a
No.
literal free kill. That's unfortunate. It was pretty hard to see. And also, doesn't your W give you movement speed?
I think only if someone's a scoundrel.
All right, all right. Same thing. Like here, okay, you see him here, right? So you put
Yeah.
yourself here to be completely ungankable,
Yeah.
and then you hard push the next wave and try to do something on the map. And something on the map can just be warding here.
Yeah.
right? But usually, yeah, wards like this are pretty useless. Because like you know he was here. What's his next move? Either he's going here or he's going bot.
Okay. So where I should have just kept my ward and then ward like raptors or something, right?
And if you're committing to the recall, I would not even ward.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like, look, you place the ward. Alright, you back in lane. Your ward can start being useful. What is this? That's half,
Yeah, it's half.
right?
Yeah.
So that's useless. I mean, that's useless because the guy is not gonna stay here, right?
Yeah.
You know he was there, so you just move here. And when you're not sure where he is anymore, you just ward to keep safe. So if you were scared of him, you just place a ward here to be safe. If you're not scared of him, you just place a ward like here, and then you try to
Okay.
kill him on whatever you want to be killing him on, or you just like move bot or something. But
Okay.
anyway, like this ward is useless. That's my point. Right, now you can be moving bots probably. Yep, you clear the vision, that's pretty good. They're pretty scared now. You don't care, she used ult for nothing. That's great. Alright, there is nothing to go to do bot, so you probably want to be looking to do something top. So I would hard push this wave and then try to do something top. Oh, never mind, there is Drake. So I guess you want to play for Drake. Yep, this ward is fine. Like it protects you very well and prevents her from roaming, so that's very good. But you don't want to be recalling though. Because like now if they fight, you need to TP, right? But why do you want to use your TP? Like you're forced to use your TP and you're late to the fight, right?
Yeah, didn't I have? I think I had a lot of money, maybe, but I think I had static, so that's maybe why I wanted recall, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but if you wanted your static before the Drake, then why didn't you recall before the Drake, right?
Okay.
If
Yeah.
the Drake is spawned, that's too late. If you wanted to recall
Okay.
before, you need to recall like 30 seconds before.
Okay. Okay.
When the
Yeah, that
Drake
makes
is
sense.
spawned, that's too late. Because like here, see what happens? Like I'm really glad that they got destroyed here, because that illustrates the point that you should have not committed to your recall.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I realized I was very late, so.
Yep. And then you're trying to do something and you're gonna instantly die or not do anything. I guess you did like pretty good. I really smurfed it, but realistically, if those people were not plat and they were like master, you would have
Yeah.
died.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Yeah. I didn't even want to stay there. I was staying for nothing.
Yep, exactly. Right, here you want to support the invades and keep the prio. You don't want to be okay. So this is weak side, this is strong side, right? Because all your members
Actually,
are
this
top
is
side.
yeah. This is my question. So I was duo with my Twitch, and I was like, okay, they were going top. They have a lot of people, and I actually had the question in the game, like whether I should go defend the dive
Nope,
or go strong side.
nope. Twitch goes here, gives everything, and GG.
Okay.
Like Twitch needs to be mentally strong and just back off. Respect that her support is deciding that this is more worth it than him getting the wave, and that's it.
Okay.
Like that's why you say like very good players say that ADC is a mental role, that you need to accept that you don't have the key to decide if you're getting anything or not, and that if your support is deciding that she's going topside, it means that you're not getting the farm,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And
So
like,
here I should play strong side.
yep, because like, let's say that where is Karthus? Okay, Karthus is here. Now, let's say that Karthus is here. What do you do?
Yeah.
Right? But like this guy, your duo losing farm doesn't mean shit if this guy you kill him in the tower,
Yeah.
right? So you need to play with your strong team, and also like there is like all the jungler getting stolen. There's the objective, like you not dying bot for no reason. He can just like respect and back and just accept that he is not the strong side, right? There is like so many things that you can do, like you both can do, that makes it so this is like very winning for you instead of very losing if you're trying to help and get into like the jungler.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he was crying about it because like ADCs kind of always do, right? But yeah, there is nothing you can do. That's not your job. Your job is to support your team, like support the strong side of your team. Playing
Yeah.
weak side is a very bad idea. Say like you like that's good. Like sure you got 2 kills.
Yeah, that's not correct play. Yeah.
Yep. Now again, if someone was here, that's not 2 kills. That's 2 deaths, right?
Yeah.
And like let's look at it. Well, they
And
both
they did that.
died.
Yeah, they did end up
They
losing. Yeah.
both died, and they killed one person. Okay,
Yeah.
that's on you. You should have
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah.
Right. At this point, the bot tower fell. You need to go bot, and Twitch needs to go mid. Except if you think that Twitch cannot hold this tower, which I don't think this is the case. Right. So if
Okay.
Twitch can hold this tower, which he can, you need to go bot.
Why is that?
Well, first of all, you don't want to be 2v1.
Okay.
Second of all, Twitch cannot play in bot lane. He needs his support. If the support comes, again you're 2v1,
Yeah.
right? Third of all, you want to enable the support to be able to place ward everywhere. So the support needs to be mid anyway, but
Okay.
the Twitch needs the support. So they need to stay together, kinda. Like there are exceptions, like for example, if Twitch is like 0-10, but realistically, it's not that behind, so that's fine. And the last reason,
My thought would be. Yeah. Go
yep,
ahead.
no, no, sure, go for it.
Yeah, I think what I thought is like me being 4-0 is more impactful if I stay mid, so I can access like be there regardless of my TP being up or not. I
Okay,
think that's what my thought process is.
all right, and that brings me to my last point. My last point is, if you go bot, you instantly push and then you rotate mid, and then you go back, you push, you rotate mid, go back, push mid. Right? You did this
Oh,
circle,
okay.
right? Over and over, and like mid is going to be in constant pressure, and you can't be stopped because you're so strong,
Okay.
right? So you don't want to be doing anything but like you're an Akshan, you have invisibility, your champion is stupid, so just use it, right? And Akali has
Okay.
no chance of a 1v1ing you ever. And what's gonna happen here, right? If we like, okay, 1625, let's see how Twitch works. Alright, he's pushing that rate, he's surviving, but the support dies,
Yeah.
right? If that was you instead, they would still be doing the same thing, because like you doing this is basically Twitch doing this is the same thing. But
Yeah.
the difference is that you would be like using your E and get out. No death,
Okay.
right? But it wouldn't even look like this because like you would push and just rotate, and you would catch them here when they try to do something, but you would be there then at this point. It's
So
not
so would I hit tower or not here? Would I
now.
if I were bot would I hit tower?
Why would you? What do you want to use to hit tower for?
It's because so this is what I'm also trying to learn now, like the idea of like pressure and then rotating to like get people to come bot to defend. But I don't understand whether I should hit tower or just because if I don't hit tower, then the pressure is so small that okay they lose a wave, but that's something that's important. Like I feel like a master player would do that. Like I lose waves because I don't even see them on the map, and I feel like plat players also do that. So like, is the pressure really a wave or is it a tower? That's my question.
The wave.
Okay,
The pressure is the wave.
and what if
But
nobody comes? It's just
this is the tower that is important. This is dog shit,
okay,
right?
okay,
So the reason you want to be pressuring this tower and get it is so the wave takes longer to get to your side. That's the only
okay,
reason you want to destroy this tower. Now, if you crash the wave and you have like a few autos to put and you can kill the tower, sure, go for it. Okay? If the tower is that health and it takes you the full rotation and you think that you can do something elsewhere on the map, go do something else on the map. If you don't have anything else to do on the map, just hit the tower because you don't have anything else to do,
okay.
right?
And like,
But
why do you say this tower is bad?
What does it give?
I don't know. Doesn't it give just gold? Isn't it? I
Yeah,
actually don't know the gold value of it.
it gives like 250 or 300.
Okay.
This gives 7050, 750.
Okay.
Like 7500. No,
Yeah.
what am I saying?
750.
750,
Yeah.
right? So like that's like basically twice the gold, more than this.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
besides, like 300 gold is not even a long sword. So
Yeah.
that's good, right? That's valuable, but that's not enough to skip doing something mid if you can to just get this. But to be frank, like this is not bad taking this tower. It's just like there is more valuable stuff to do, like warding to put more pressure, like
Okay.
preparing like objectives, getting the mid tower. The mid tower is very different. Like it gives the same amount of gold, but now you have access to the jungle,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? But this tower doesn't give any access to nothing, right? So getting
And
this tower is
can
good, but not that good.
can we go back to, so you said if I was bot I would grapple out and then support and Twitch would just stay mid, right? You said this.
Yep.
Is this champion dependent to my champion, or would it be the same if I played, I don't know, Oriana or some other stuff, or maybe not mages, but like if I played something else, would it be the same if I didn't have the mobility of my E?
Yes. So two reasons. First of all, is there before I said that you wanted to bot and be safe, that was like
Yeah.
after my four first points, right?
Yeah.
My first point was the support needs to be mid. The second
Yeah.
point was the support needs to be with the ADC. The third point is the ADC don't want to be bot, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's 3 points. I had a fourth, but I don't remember. Anyway, you want them these two to be. Oh, my first point was weak. He's not as weak as he would lose the mid tower. So if he is too weak that he cannot hold the mid tower, then you want to stay mid.
Yeah.
Like him having a bad game doesn't matter if it means that you're losing the mid tower. The mid tower, as long as this tower is alive, you can't lose the lane, the game. The game is won as long as you have this tower up.
Okay.
Like this is
I
your
know that.
entire game.
Okay.
Okay. You get this tower, so that's still good, right? But that's not ideal.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would have not done this. Did you flash? What? How did you do this? Oh, no, that's not you. Wait, where are you then? Oh, you're here. Wait, how did you? I thought that was you. Why did I thought that was you? I guess I like yeah. Okay.
I also got confused.
Right. Yeah, I guess she's killable. I don't know who it is, but it's Caitlyn. Yeah, she's definitely killable. Right. Let's see. Well, I would go like this.
Okay. Should I? So here, actually, this is one thing I'm struggling. When I get out of base
Mm-hmm.
post lane, I never know like where I should go. Like sometimes it's obvious, but even then, I don't know.
Okay.
So why should I go bot here?
So you should go bot because they are overextending.
But did I see that when I came out of base?
Yeah.
I forget if
I'm pretty sure
I
they
see
are.
that.
Yeah, right?
Oh, okay, so that's overextended. Okay.
Yeah, they are like trying to get this tower. So them trying to get this tower means like you want to be punishing them. Now, I would pass like this, right? And I
Yeah.
see. But this wave is already taken, right? So this is the next
Yeah.
wave that is like this wave that is threatening the tower. Right? So the question is, are you gonna lose the tower if you do this move? So
Okay.
you go like this,
And react. Okay.
right? Or like this, depending on how the tower is safe. If you see that the tower is being threatened, you're just like, well, I need to defend the tower.
And
Those
what's the value of this mid tower? Like, where do you say, okay, I give up my mid tower for this? Like, if it's 4 kills on bot and then a Drake, is that still worth it, or?
well, my answer would be yeah, that's a difficult question. I mean, yes, I would still go for the help if you like guarantee that if you go, you clean up the fight and save everyone on your team, right?
Okay.
But if that's the case, the guy is not gonna threat the tower. He's gonna help as well, right?
Yeah. Okay.
If the
And if I
play is
was
here and you have TP and you think that's gonna be like the game changer and whoever wins this fight wins the game, sure, give the tower. But
okay,
if that's just a random fight and two people are gonna die, well, they should have been better, right?
and in the opposite case, you said like before, if there's a fight where the pink ward right now is
Yep,
Akali won't pressure the tower, he will join. If
yep.
I was Akali, what's the correct play? Should I just go for the tower or should I help the fight?
Well, same thing. Can you take the tower? If you can take the tower, there's a fight here. It means like the tower is like this, so you don't need to go for it. You're gonna just get it next wave. Second of all,
Okay.
if you join the fight and win the fight, you get the tower anyway,
Okay.
right? So I would just join the fight because
Okay.
the outcome of the fight dictates how the game will go, and it dictates also if you get the tower. And if you going the here is so like if it was a Diana, right? She
Yeah.
can hit this tower in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But realistically, Akali can't.
Yeah.
So it really depends also on the strength of your champion. Let's see how like if you did this path instead, right?
Yeah. I see
You
Akali
could have
leaving, so
seen,
yeah.
but you could have come here, and you would have been way
Yeah.
way earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is rough, right? This is really difficult to know. But you clean up, so that's pretty good. You're in a very very insane state. Here I would just shove and go top. Try to see if there is something to the top, like this. At this point, he's backing off, so I would just like fold back to whatever else there is. So like, do I have a ward? Yes, I have a ward. I can place the ward here.
Even with Drake up?
I mean, they're dead, so yeah, sure. Okay, I guess yeah, I guess going Drake makes sense. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't take into consideration the Drake. Yeah, you're right. Taking the Drake is definitely the best play. But now the Drake is dead. Same thing.
Yeah.
Like I would like crush the wave. Try to see if there is something to do while the wave is coming. There is nothing to do because you were doing Drake and you were late to lane, right? But this wave, you can just blow it up and try to do something. Realistically, what can you do? Well, you look at the map. You don't do
Yeah.
anything. Your support is in base, there is nothing to do.
Okay.
Because like if you do something and you get collapsed, you're gonna lose just because the support is not here. So you don't do anything here. You just spend your gold. Like sync up your tempo with the support. Right? And like everyone is basing. So you want to be basing right now. Because if you don't base right now, and you base
Then
in
I'll have a lot of, yeah.
yep, you have a lot of gold, so you have to base as well. But everyone is out of base, and everyone will be waiting for you for the end of the
Yeah.
base. And what I want to see, okay, here is what I want to see on this game. I want them all to die. Do you know why? Because it's gonna teach you that if you recall, your team is not gonna wait for you because you're not in challenger, which means that you
Yeah.
need to sync up your recall with your team. And you not
Yeah.
syncing up your recall makes that they're gonna commit and they're gonna die. So please kill yourself.
Yeah.
Well,
No, yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
that's unfortunate, but it still happened a bit, right? Right?
Yeah.
Like this guy, they decided to fight while you were in base. For some reason, it's 2v1, but the point is still the same. They fought while you were in base. Right? Yeah, I would still push this wave. That's pretty
Like here,
risky.
for
What you?
example, I kind of just sit around doing nothing.
Yep. If you had pushed the wave, I mean, realistically, you had to come mid at some point, right?
Yeah.
My only thing is you came too early, right?
Yeah.
So like there is a wave here, but the next wave you see like is here and it's gonna meet like this, like around here,
Yeah.
right? It's always like this that the wave are meeting, like more like this, right? So you want to be catching this wave because you're gonna lose it otherwise. And you having a slow push towards their side is gonna make so you're gonna lose like insane amount of CS. Like you're gonna lose like 20 CS just by doing this. And 20
Okay.
CS
And
is
should I?
more than a kill, right?
Yeah. Should I just push this wave and then let it be equal in the center, or should I push the next wave as well?
Well, it depends. But realistically, like you need to push this wave, and then you're gonna see that they're gonna be sieging mid. So like now you need to help,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
right? Because if you don't, they're just gonna take this tower as well.
Okay.
But ideally, you don't want to be in this position. You won't be the one pressuring, and you react in them reacting to you, not you reacting to them. Because if you're the one reacting, you're not fighting on your own term, which means that you're in a pretty bad state, right? Okay, so now this is a 5v5, right? So as soon as you see someone else in the side lane, you need to instantly go in, right? But realistically, it's probably not gonna be the case. But now you like this is over, so just go back farming.
Yeah.
There is nothing for you to do.
I actually don't even know this Atakan was so random. It's just I feel like it was a bad call, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it was. It was a bad call. You lost mid tower for this. I I'm not sure it was worth it. Okay. This okay. So here I'm gonna illustrate what you're doing. Hello, I'm Akshan. I'm gonna go mid. Oh, there is a fight. Okay. Oh, there is a fight. 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 Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at how they're playing. Okay, so they're mid lane, so that doesn't. I want to see when they're inside lane. Okay, so he's inside lane. What does he do? He's pushing. He's pushing. Okay, he pushes all the way. Almost all the way. So right is gonna crash here. So he's gonna lose one wave. And now that he has pressured, he's moving. And he's doing something like he's trying to see if there is something to do while the wave is pushed. Right? And then he's fighting. And the reason why this fight works is because Ornn is top. Okay, let's try this guy. Okay, he's inside lane against Akali. He's trying to push. He's pushing. He recalled. The wave is coming out on his side, so he needs to be going to the tower again. See, like he's seeing if there is anything he can do mid, and then he's catching bots, pressuring all the way to the tower, and then the wave is pushed, and then he goes do something else. And then oh, there is a kill now. Yeah, but that's good. But like, right? They are losing farm in bot lane.
Yeah.
So that's not the same kind of kill of you getting a kill but losing like 2 waves. Which means like it's not even a kill at this point. It's just you losing farm. So like he has like 8 or 9 CS per minute, and I'm pretty sure you're very low in CS, right? 23. He has the same CS as you, almost the same CS in 5 less minutes.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a good farm, right? This guy probably has more. Oh no, he has exactly the same farm. Well, I guess your champion functions like this. But yeah, that's not a very good farm.
I see the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, how do I balance the idea of like, as you said, like they're gonna fight without me, so I'm either in the side lane farming, and I don't use my kills for nothing, or like how do I kind of do both, best of both, right? Just side lanes
Okay.
and also.
So let's see. Remember you were out of base and they were fighting here.
Yeah.
You did your thing. You killed most of them, and then what did you do?
I remembered.
Okay, let's take a look. What I think is you didn't push. and you went mid or something. Okay, so that's the thing. You went mid, and then you went Drake, and then you recalled. Wait, you didn't recall, and then you went bot, and then you recalled. If you had recall just after Drake, you would be pressuring by the time they're doing this shenanigans in top.
Okay.
And you would be pressuring while they're doing stuff top, right? Realistically,
Yeah.
you're weak sided right now because your jungler is top, so you need to be careful. So, what I would do here in this situation, since you're weak sided, you cannot pressure this. So, I would just go mid while the wave is pushing, because the wave will be pushing because she's pushing it. Like, I have 20 seconds to look for something, right? So I'm trying to do something. If there is nothing to do while the wave is coming to me, I'm going back to bot, collecting the wave, and then going here, collecting this wave, and then doing it again. But you need to be very careful about not being killed while weak-sided. See, like this is like not ideal. You want to be pressuring this. And you being mid means that they are not scared of losing the side lanes. Right? Alright. We're getting close to the hour, so I think we can stop here. Like there is a lot of things already.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. So let's see. First of all, try to be more aggressive on winning matchups, right?
Yeah.
So you want to definitely be aggressive on the first levels because Akshan is very strong very early in the game. It's like one of the strongest champion early. Second of all, be careful about the Raptor ward, right?
Yeah.
Raptor ward is has its downsides, and I don't think you don't want to be having the habit of using it, right?
Yeah.
Third of all is you want to be careful about lane assignment, and you want also to be aware about pressuring sides before doing something, right? Pressuring sides. I think that's a good 3 points to look to be focused on, right?
Yeah.
All right. Any question?
No. Yeah. No. That makes sense. Yeah. I'm gonna try. I feel like the side lanes I struggle a lot with, and I feel
Yeah,
like it's losing me
definitely.
a lot of games.
Yep. I mean, this is like definitely the mid game, and this is the early game, right?
Yeah.
But like, there is still quite a lot of things that you could be doing in the early game. And the
Yeah.
early game
Yeah.
is definitely like the most important part of the game, right? If this game in mid game, instead of being like 0-0, you would be like 3-0, that would be a very different game.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
All right. GG's.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Good luck on the games, and see you in the next one.
Yeah. By the way, you
Yep.
recorded this, right?
Yes.
And are you gonna upload them on YouTube? Because I would like
Yes.
to also have the link, maybe
Yep.
rewatch it.
Sure. Yep. I can like literally gonna upload it like in 2 minutes, but you won't be
Okay.
able to see it because like YouTube
Yeah, that's
stuff
fine.
like it takes a lot of time. But in like basically an hour or so, you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Right.
And what do you think is a good number of games to play before like we do another session?
Try to like wait for 5 days to 1 week.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just to have the time to process the information, try to implement them, that
Yeah,
you
of course.
have the
Yeah.
time to fail to implement them and look at your mistakes and try to do it again, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Good luck in games.
Yeah. Good luck to you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.